Hello, welcome back to Airline Manager 4. In yesterday's video, I walked you through day 1, and in this video, I'll be walking you through day 2 of running your airline. So, while we were away, I managed to watch through ads and get rewarded. So, quite a few of my rewards actually got $50,000 into my account. So, this is going to help for today quite a lot. So before we do anything for today, we're going to come over here to our bonus tab and up here to the right, duty free. And they already gave us another bi-weekly gift. I think it's a login treat for your second day. And if we look, I've started watching through these ads so I can get the 25% fuel discount. The deadline for it is in 4.5 hours, and it will change to some other reward, but my ad watching progress won't be lost. I also ordered fuel last night. I got it at about $460 per 1,000 pounds, which isn't a fantastic price, but it's workable. So I'm gonna claim this reward, and it's another 20% fuel discount. Unfortunately, I don't really need fuel right now, so I might not be able to use that. Just with the things that we were able to accomplish yesterday, we completed a lot of checklist items overnight. So I'm going to go through and look at these. This one was a 10% discount on an ATR 72-500. So if you want to go ahead and buy that plane, it's not a bad plane. I probably won't end up buying this plane. I can claim this, which will give me another 30 points. I have 4 or more aircraft, so I can get a 50% discount on an eco-marketing campaign. So I'm going to hit this, and I get a discount on this eco-friendly campaign, so I'm going to go ahead and buy this right now. And because I expanded my fuel tanks, because I bought fuel below $1,000 for 1,000 pounds, they let me expand the fuel tanks. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Also, the CO2 quota capacity tanks I can expand as well. And I can actually do this twice because at a certain point I did have more than 4 million pounds of fuel and more than 2 million pounds of CO2 quotas, 2 million CO2 quotas. So we're going to go ahead and expand our tanks even more. Okay, now that that is done, we have our eco-friendly campaign going. Let's see. I earned 5 achievements, which gives me 4 times speed for 4 whole hours, which is really awesome. So I'm going to hit this, and I haven't departed any of my flights yet. This is very important that you don't get this without making sure you're ready to depart. If you get this and your planes are halfway through their flights, it doesn't apply to their current flights. So you'll have a lot of wasted potential in that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this. So now I have 4 times speed. I'm going to go ahead and depart these planes. And that brought in 153,000, and I used 81,000 pounds of fuel. So if I look at the time frame, my 737-800 will land in 1 hour and 12 minutes. So to maximize this 4-hour booster, I really need to log back in 1 hour and 12 minutes when this lands and depart it again. And keep on doing that until the booster expires. There's not a whole lot I actually need to do today other than depart my flights. But I do want to order that BAE that I was referring to in day 1's video. So we're going to scroll down and acquire one of those. I went past it again. Here it is. I'm only going to get one. There's only one engine option for it. I'm going to configure it with I think I'm going to do 6 business class and the rest. I'm going to do 20 business class and 70 economy. I think this will make me more money. Actually, I'm going to do this. Sorry. Keep changing my mind. Okay, so I can watch an ad and get this delivered right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I have my 4-hour booster running, so I can get this routed and take advantage of that. Okay, my aircraft was delivered. I'm going to quick check out my details. And I see I have a range of 2,400 kilometers and a minimum runway of 3,921 feet. So I'm just going to put 2,400 in here. Make things simple, I'm going to put in 3,000 feet and search. And I'm actually going to search by business class demand. And I see this route at the top looks really good, actually. It is a little farther. The shorter I make it, if I go too far, it'll cost too much. So if I sort by farthest distance, scroll to the bottom, these aren't bad. Really, none of these are bad. I think we're going to go with this top one under the business class sort. Create route. I'm going to auto price. This is going to cost $96,000. And going to create this route. That completed another checklist item. That's awesome. I'm going to hit depart. So this brought $43,000. So that's quite a bit better profit than the ATRs that I'm flying right now. So I got this notification that alliances are now available. I will show you how to join an alliance in the day 3 video. For right now, I'm not going to bother with that. And by now, we've got a couple more messages from Airline Manager 4, which are tip messages. So I would go ahead and read through these as well. Okay, so I'm going to look and see the BAE lands in 40 minutes as well. So I'm going to set an alarm for an hour and 7 minutes and log back in to depart these flights. Another thing I can show you today is under this maintenance tab here, we actually need to maintain our airplanes as they fly. So we can pay attention to the flight hours and also the wear. So you can sort by the most worn right here or the ones needing an A-check first. You can't schedule an A-check until a plane is on its way back to your base or to one of your hubs. So these planes that are flying away from it, you can't actually schedule the A-check at this point. Ideally, after we depart our first aircraft, our 737, from its onto its return trip, we're going to click on Modify and adjust the seat layout a little bit to take advantage of some business class demand. For right now, we don't have to do anything here. I'm going to go more in depth with this on the day 3. If you click over here to hangars, you can see how many hangar slots we have. We have 15 right now. To increase our capacity by 10 aircraft, we want to hit, it'll cost $254,000. Never increase your hangar capacity by 1 aircraft. Every time you do, it causes this price to increase as well. So you're wasting money by upgrading by 1 aircraft. Never do that. Always upgrade by 10. And while we're in here, we can go ahead and check fuel price. It's a little too high on that right now, and CO2 is also a little bit too high, so we're not going to order anything there. There was another thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to hubs, and that is under the runway length statistic, they also show market, which is in this case 65%. This is how much of the plane's value you can sell it for at this airport. This is what the market percentage is. And as we grow, we're going to be needing to sell our early aircraft and buying more of our later aircraft. And eventually we'll get to the point where we can order 737s, and then we'll get to the point where we actually need to sell these too. So this is why I'd recommend going with a hub like Atlanta or JFK or Tokyo or London Heathrow, because the market percentage at some of these airports that you're going to want to be selling isn't great. Like my hub right now for Santiago, the market is only 31%. So by selling my aircraft, I'm losing a lot more money than I should be. So I'm probably not going to sell any of my airplanes at Santiago. I'm going to be trying to purchase another hub in the next couple weeks with a much better market, and then routing my planes to that other hub. So to do that, I will show you that in the day 3 video. All right, I'm going to try to keep this video short, but these are the things that you really need to be working on, is just departing your flights on time, especially with a speed boost active for day 1 and day 2. So I will catch up with you guys later.